So you guys remember Josh Wingrove? He was the drummer in the music video that we did, the Freebird music video that we did with Exhorter.
Sounds like this if you haven't heard it.
Or another song from Exhorter that he was also the drummer in.
Sounds like this.
If you ain't got nothing, don't talk to me.
Or the couple reactions he's been on, something like this.
Yeah.
So
And they were
right
stuck
after.
there. They tried to get out, like her husband came and tried to pull him out and everything, and
What?
just totally like yanked the car and scratched it up against the log, and the whole time we're like, we're just trying to shoot a video, man.
Oh.
Anyway,
He's a
he
good
was,
friend of ours. He's a really good friend of ours. I've known
Yeah.
him in the community. Big time drummer, basically like the best drummer in the state of Wyoming as far as I'm concerned. Really, really deep into the music community here. Super good dude. Really, really awesome person to have around. He was involved in a horrible car accident over the last, I think it was this last weekend. In order to help him recoup some of the medical bills that he's going to be facing in the near future, we decided that we're going to help him promote his Venmo and his Cashapp on the channel, just because we want to reach out in any way that we can to help him with this, because we love him dearly, and we know what he's about to be up against, and so.
Yeah.
So we have dropped his information into the comment section, or into our description. It's one of the first things you'll see down there. It's his Venmo, his Cash App. They're the same thing, so either one works for if you want to send him any money or help him out or anything like that. We understand money's tight. We're not asking you to do this as a requirement. We're just saying if you'd like to help out our friend, he would greatly appreciate it, and we just...
Yeah, and the big thing is like, number one, he is one of like the nicest dudes you ever meet.
Oh,
one
dude.
of the hardest working individuals.
Yeah.
And he's also got a kid.
Yep.
And he now has a broken neck and a back and
Yeah,
lacerated
broken neck.
kidneys
Yep.
and liver. I mean,
He's got all sorts of
he's
shit
in
going
rough
on.
shape.
He's very lucky to be here, honestly,
Yeah.
after what happened. If we can find a photo of the vehicle, maybe we should throw that in as well, because it's pretty tragic. So
basically rolled 7 times at 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
It was pretty wild.
Yep, so...
But yeah, I can't imagine being in his shoes wondering, like, yeah, number one, I got to take care of myself, but I also have a kid that I have to take care of in the process of all of this, and it's very scary. He works oil field, which he won't be able to do for a long time.
Yep.
And who knows if he'll ever be able to drum the way that he has. With these type of injuries, you just never know.
Yeah, he's got
It's going to be a long road.
Long road to recovery ahead of him, and we're just here to help him out any way that we can. And if you guys want to join us in that journey or join us in that fight, we would love the help. Information is in the description below. Just wanted to get that out before we start these episodes. We appreciate the hell out of you guys being here. And if you want any more information, our Instagram handles are in the description as well. We're more than welcome, or more than happy to talk to you about what's going on, things like that. So
And don't donate to our PayPal.
No.
Donate directly to him.
We have
send
his
it to him.
actual Cash App and Venmo there. That's the one you want,
Yes.
and you'll see it right down in there. So thank you guys for being here, and with that, let's get on with the episode, shall we?
Get to the video.
All right. Feel comfortable, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, let's speaking of comfort, let's watch some comedy.
Welcome back
Yeah.
to 307 Reacts.
Yeah.
That's Matt. I am Chris. And today, we got Derrick Stroup on the screen. Now, thank you guys for hanging with us through our intros for the past, 2-3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Our buddy Josh, he's getting up, moving around a little bit. He seems to be in better spirits.
Dude, I
for sure.
saw a photo of him over this last weekend.
Yeah.
Man, it's like, if you
He's
didn't know he got in a
looking
car
good.
wreck, man.
Yeah.
He's looking surprisingly well, yeah.
Yes. So anything you guys can donate helps. You know how medical services are. You think you pay all the bills, and then
Oh, yeah, they just
all of
keep
a sudden
showing
here
up.
comes
Oh,
another
yeah.
40 grand.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
just keep showing up.
So yeah, anything you can do to help, he much appreciates. And he's been reading through the comments, and
Yeah.
he appreciates all the thoughts and prayers for those of you who can't donate, and we understand that. So, so this is Derrick Stroup, Lawless 90s Kids, stand-up comedy.
And we had Derrick Stroup on the channel last week.
Yep.
It was what was it? Something poodle. Gluten-free poodle.
Gluten-free poodle.
Gluten-free poodle.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that, it didn't track very well in views, but maybe it's because you don't know who Derrick Stroup is. Maybe it's because
This is gonna be another one of those Stephen He things.
it's a slow burn kind of thing.
Yeah, like the emotional damage video we did, like Nothing. Okay,
yeah,
12
nothing.
views, like maybe 20 after the end of a month, and now it's like the most viewed video on our channel. It's crazy.
It is worth it. If you're here just on a whim, it is worth it to check out Derrick Stroup and maybe just go check out some of his stuff on your own without without our channel or whatever. But like, he's funny. He is really funny. Like, his personality, the way he delivers is pretty hilarious. So it's worth sticking around for sure.
I would hope to see him in Casper one day.
Dude, he would do really well at the Rialto.
Oh,
he would do so freaking well down there.
John Caparillo fucking killed it. Like,
nailed it, man.
that shit was good.
It's a good spot. I'm excited to see more comedians come through the Casper spot. It's a really good place down there. So,
for sure.
With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, please. That's all we're asking for this year. We're not asking for membership fees or anything like that. We do have a Patreon, but we're not asking you to come over and subscribe. If you'd like to, it's available. If the only thing we're asking you to do is hit that subscribe button. If all the people who watch our show every week actually subscribed, we definitely would not have to work. Just saying. I mean, we would work on this, but like we wouldn't have to have other day jobs. We legitimately would not have to do that. So, free for you, could change our lives forever. Please hit that subscribe button. Let's go, shall we?
Let's get it.
Originally from Alabama. I moved to Denver about 9 years ago to experience real time travel. We'll talk about that a little bit. Let me tell you, I like to just introduce myself up top. Get to know each other a little bit, let you know how I got into comedy, okay? I got in the way that you're supposed to, all right? The hard way. 12 years ago, I got 2 DUIs, all right? Now, y'all listen to me. If you want funny comedians, you got to have some that's seen a checkpoint. And listen, I've turned it all around since then. I don't drink anymore. My life's changed. All the things that y'all want to hear have happened, okay? And I usually don't talk about it because I'm ashamed of it. But now that there's a little space between me and these DUIs, I'd like to circle back and say some shit. I'd like to defend myself because I got my DUIs back when we were still earning them, okay? No, there was no Uber or Lyft, all right? If you're under the age of 28, you don't know what it's like to be stranded. You've never been at a house party and watched your DD black out. You've never seen that. You don't know how scary that is. Tyler promised us he was going to be sober. Tyler lied.
Tyler lied.
Stuck at a stranger's house. You don't know how you're going to get home. You've never earned it. Sleeping in a cold sunroom, using a rug as a blanket. It's terrifying. Y'all have been there. Laying in the floor, you're like, will sunlight ever come? I don't know. All y'all, if you're under the age of 28, you don't know what you get to go home when you want. Kings and queens of the Irish goodbye, you've never been stuck in a kitchen going through a stranger's pantry before. Because you couldn't leave because you're stuck. We didn't.
I've got to say,
The compassion, bro.
Oh.
Because you couldn't leave because you were
stuck. Okay, so I am 29. I will be 30 in April. And I have definitely been here.
Dude.
And a lot of it has to do with Wyoming is so far behind everybody else. Like, Uber just became a big thing here in...
Like a couple of years ago.
18?
Yeah, not long ago.
It's definitely been there where I'm like,
I wouldn't even say like 20. I'd
what
say
are we
like
gonna
maybe
do?
2019, dude.
Yeah.
2020 when everybody had to start relying on rides because people couldn't leave their houses and shit.
Because I know when I was in high school, it definitely wasn't a thing that was here.
No, 100%. No,
100%.
not
So
at all.
2014, 15, definitely not. When I remember moving back in 2020 thinking, oh, well, Casper actually has some Ubers now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and
okay,
it was still
that's cool.
pretty few and far between.
Yeah.
It's only recently that it's gotten actually popular, where we actually have we've got like Amazon Flex drivers now and stuff. You see, like, my Amazon.
A lot of it is California folks are moving to town, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
So like,
I see a lot of just random people just driving up in vehicles when I'm getting Amazon stuff delivered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's that? My camera will be like, someone's at your door. I look at it and I'm like, who is driving this?
And then they just
got like an
drop
Amazon vest
package.
on. I'm like, oh, that's right. We're doing that weird flex thingy now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you would just like, there was no options for leaving, especially if you rode with somebody else. Like if you didn't take your own car, rode with somebody else, like you're stuck there for sure. And that was something when I was younger that I didn't like about parties. My friends would always want to go to parties on the weekends, and they're like, dude, we can all just take my car and we can all go there together.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't want to be stuck in one person's car. Because what if you end up having an awesome time and I'm not having an awesome time? And I just want to get out of there, and I don't want to ruin your awesome time, and now I feel guilty because I'm not having a good time. Like, I'd rather just drive there myself. So when it's time for me to leave, I can just like, hey, I'm out of here.
By the way, did you see Casper had found there's a lady here that owns a Rescue Treasures type store or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And somebody donated a whole bunch of stuff from an estate sale, and she was like going through it and found an old Casper Police records book kind of.
Huh. Okay.
So you look back and it was, if I remember correctly, the date. Actually, I took a screenshot of it. It was so good. This person was basically brought in on charges for operating a horse while drunk.
Dude,
okay?
Hell yeah.
And this shit, look at how fucking old this is.
Whoa, dude.
So old.
It's like an appointment book.
Yeah. So it's a police court docket. Reckless riding is what they charged him with. And this was June 14th of 1907.
Yo, what?
And he was
Dude,
charged
way old, actually.
$5.10. And that was now the fine was $1, but then you had the justice fees, so $1 for each justice, and then 15 cents, 20 cents for another, $1 for another adjustment, which was another 50 cents, and then something else for 25 cents. Can't quite make that out. So yeah, it came out to $5.10.
You think about $5.10 in 1907, dude. That
was a lot of money,
dude. That's like $500 today.
Yeah.
Like that's a shitload for back then, dude.
Yeah.
When people were making like pennies a day.
Yeah.
And like now all of a sudden it's like you got this $5 ticket. It's like holy shit, dude.
Right.
How am I gonna pay that? Like that's crazy.
So even back in 1907, folks here in Wyoming were still reckless riding their horses around all drunk and shit. So.
Earning those DUIs.
Earning those DUIs.
Earning those DUIs.
But you couldn't leave because you're stuck. We didn't drive drunk because we wanted to. Look at me. We drove drunk because we wanted to see our families again. I wanted to see my mom, you know? I had too much vodka. That doesn't mean I don't get to see her. Some of y'all don't know what that's like. You've never earned it, you know? And I'm not saying, listen, and that things are better now. You've got Uber and Lyft, it's a better, you get intoxicated, you get a ride home. I mean, what a life I couldn't imagine. You know, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I learned a lot about bikes in hindsight, but I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I'll give you a tune-up in a heartbeat, you know? But I mean, I brought this up to my dad. I brought it up to Bill. And if you listen, I was raised by Bill. If you know one Bill, you know every damn one of them. Y'all know Bills. They love Lowe's. They can't believe not everybody tucks in their shirt. And I asked him, because he used to tie one on back in the day. Back in the 70s, Bill used to have a good time. I said, Bill, could you imagine being at a party and then you drinking and knowing for sure some guy named Marcus was going to pull up in a Nissan Sentra with 2 bottles of water playing your favorite radio station? I was like, Bill, how drunk would y'all have gotten, man? And he was like, son, we would have shit our pants. He's like, I could not imagine. Because a lot of y'all, you don't know what it's like. There was some teamwork involved. You've never been in a driveway with 4 of your best friends trying to get some eye contact. How are we getting home? If we don't get a Mexican pizza, we'll all die tonight. And then you ask your buddy Ryan, can you drive? You look pretty good. Ryan surprises you. He's like, I cannot drive us tonight. And you're like, damn, we lost Ryan.
We lost Ryan.
I mean, and we do dumb stuff. We thought if we could just drink a Gatorade and eat this pack of Gushers, I think I could get us to where we need to go. I just need a snack.
Been there.
You see how wild this is? And you'd see me, and y'all judged me. I was fighting for my damn life out there. It hurts my feelings, you know? Here's something even crazier. I haven't drove since those DUIs. Isn't that insane? Somebody spit their drink out. Yeah, it messed me up. I got 2 DUIs in 6 months. That'll make you quit driving whether you want to or not, you know? I mean, the state of Alabama was pretty pissed, you know? They were. But I mean, I never started driving again, and I just adjusted, made a life out of it, never thought about it. Till one of my buddies brought it up. He was like, Derrick, I gotta tell you, man, I think about it all the time. You're the only person I've ever met that got a DUI and gave up the vehicle. It's like everybody I've ever met gave up the booze, man. And in hindsight, he's so right. I can remember looking back, I remember thinking, it's not the Jim Beam's fault. This damn Camry's bad luck. I can't drive anywhere without him. It's like, man, all my buddies they're in Subarus making it home. Golly. I don't know. You know, listen, I just talk about things that are on my heart, you know? I'm a 90s kid, you know, born in the 80s. Some people don't understand that. They think if they were born in 93, they're a 90s kid. You're a dumbass. You gotta be born in the 80s to be a 90s kid. You don't remember Nickelodeon like we do. And let me tell you, and I was thinking about this the other day. There's something that we had in the 90s that they took from us that they should bring back. And it's titty twisters. No, y'all listen to me. No, I'm serious. If you're a 90s kid, it was rampant back then. Yep. I mean, we had to keep our head on a swivel. You'd be at Mama's house just cruising through the living room and your cousin would reach out and light your ass up. And then they'd get you with another one. They'd have both nipples and they'd go, hey, Derrick, jumper cables, you know? And I'd be like, hey, Ricky, I can't feel my balls, buddy, you know? And they'd be doing it so hard, you'd learn a little bit about yourself. You're like, I don't hate it, but you're rough. God, you're rough. You are rough, Ricky, you're rough. But it's just a game that we should bring back. This younger generation could use some titty twisters. They took titty twisters during the Me Too movement. Y'all didn't even notice. They took you here, they took you there, they took these from us. This younger generation is an aloof group of kids. They haven't looked up from their phones in 4 or 5 months. We start reaching out and giving them a few of these, and I bet you they start looking around. I bet you they start peeking around some corners, you know? And next time your nephew's being a rascal, reach out and give him one. Now these kids, listen to me, y'all. This is good stuff. These kids are gonna be surprised. They've never heard of this game before. They've never heard of titty twisters, and it's a pretty soft generation. You're gonna get some safe space, okay? Do not let go of their nipple. I'm serious. I've had them try to run. Some of them will try to roll. Let them roll. Listen, we've got enough baristas. We need some more iron workers, y'all. You gotta tell you, if they try to stand up, you're gonna join the union, okay? Join the union. You're gonna learn how to make your own lunch. We gotta toughen these kids up. Just another example. I mean, the games in the 90s were insane. We didn't have the internet. 90s kids were the last generation before the internet. And all the games before us were terrible. I mean, I asked my mom, what'd y'all play growing up? She said, kick the can. I was like, that's a sad story, Stacy. I mean, that's a game I wouldn't even be able to play in Colorado. You'd have 6 hipsters show up, pick up the can! This is how we lost the damn dinosaur. You wouldn't be able to play that. Some of y'all over the age of 45 had some of the dumbest games ever. You thought tetherball was the lights out game. That's a ball, a pole, and a rope. You're an idiot just standing there in the yard smacking a ball around. You can't believe it keeps coming back to you. This shit's electric. It's because we didn't have internet yet. I mean, I can remember growing up, I'd ring people's doorbells and take off and jump in the ditch. It felt like drugs, y'all. I mean, I'd ring 3 or 4 doorbells. I'd be sitting in a ditch and I'd be like, I'm a gang member now. I got the whole subdivision upside down right now.
I'm a gang member.
Just silly games that were fun back then. Duck, Duck, Goose hit hard in the 90s. Y'all remember that? I mean, I'm telling you, I wasn't the goose you wanted. I can promise you that. Don't come tap my head because I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was tight around that circle. I had ponytails off my knees. I was tight around that. This ain't the goose you want, buddy.
Ponytails off my knees.
It's just wild, the games, man. I do think that 90s kids came up with the wildest game ever. I remember it well. It was like 1999. I was in the 5th or 6th grade, sitting there talking to a girl I had a crush on. I was trying to tell her I had a 4-wheeler because I knew that'd move things along. And about that time, my best friend came up and just yanked my pants to the ground. Y'all remember this? This game was Lawless.
This game was Lawless.
It didn't make any sense. A bunch of middle schoolers going around and just yanking each other's pants down. And it went on. There was a little curiosity in there. I think in hindsight, some of us hate to admit that. It didn't make any sense. You'd just be hanging out with your buddy and he'd be like, let's take a look at that, you know? Isn't that wild? And they tried to like deflect it, you know? I can remember well, you'd be standing there, they'd pull your pants down and go, you're gay, and take off. You're like, how am I gay? You just pulled my pants. No, that's not, that happened so fast. You don't get to do that and run away. We just went fishing together. I'm about to pass out. I'm serious. I gained 20 pounds during the quarantine because I got into crock pots real heavy. We've all messed around with a crock pot or two, but I bought a power strip. I started running 4 or 5 at a time. I couldn't believe that they invented something I could forget about and absolutely nail. I mean, can y'all believe that? I have ADHD. Nothing in this world's ever been built for me. Everything's built against me. But not crock pots. They're made for us, ADHD people. I mean, people come over, they're like, Derrick, these are the best beans I've ever had. What'd you do to them? I'm like, I'll be honest, I forgot about it. Yeah, 17 hours on low. How about that? Hey, thank y'all so much for having me.
17 hours on low. How about that? Oh, dude, that was good. Oh, that was so good.
Hell yeah.
That was also a very small, intimate crowd.
Yeah.
Like, he was playing a small room there, for sure.
Yep.
How big is Derrick Stroup? Is he, like, pretty popular, or?
I mean, I don't know that he has his own YouTube page.
I mean.
But I mean.
Okay. Don't Tell Comedy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I could probably find
his
his
clip
Instagram.
on Don't Tell Comedy has 2.1 million views. That's
pretty substantial.
not a small amount of views. I'll give it that.
Let me see. It says in the details it might have his.
It just has his Instagram, Derrick Yells.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm looking
And his
for.
Facebook is Acting Stupid.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
Did I just misspell Derrick like a fucking dumbass? Is it a Y or an I? Am I losing my mind?
It's an I.
DERRICK?
Yeah.
Okay.
Underscore Yells.
Underscore Yells. Let's see how he's doing these days. Oh, there he is. 89.4 thousand followers. Very nice.
That's really good.
Says Crockpot King and Waffle House enthusiast.
Crockpot King, dude. That's amazing.
Let's go. And
I gained
next,
40 pounds over the quarantine because I figured out what crockpots were.
Next city is Nashville.
I bought a power strip. I'm running 4 or 5 at a time.
4 or 5 at a time. Oh my gosh.
It was built for people with ADHD. I can just forget about it. I can put something on and forget about it.
Man, yeah, we got to see if he ever comes through town. Like,
yeah. Dude,
love
he
to
would.
go see him.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, this is a small venue. He's very popular for playing this venue. There was probably only, I don't know, maybe 40 people in that room.
Probably
something
about
like
the
that.
size. That almost looks a little smaller than the one we
Looks
have
a
here.
little smaller than the one here. Because you get the balcony up at the Rialto also, so you can fit people up there for sure. Even though those seats would be terrible because you wouldn't be able to see the stage. I don't know how you.
I mean, it's not that far back in the room, but
it's just it's a weird angle to like look down. Yeah, there's like a theater's short, so you got to look like down over the railing.
That's
and
true.
If you're not tall enough, I think it'd be tough to see from up there.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that's what I was wondering because like it's a smaller room and he seems like a popular guy, so I wonder what kind of event this was where he was doing this thing. It was obviously like a Dr. Squatch thing, but I don't know. Maybe it was a. I don't know what it was.
I don't know because like
something on this tour.
Theo Von is doing I think for comedians, arena tours are really rare.
Yeah.
I think for the most part they're comedy club after comedy club. I mean, because you look at the couple that are coming to town, they're pretty big names.
Dude,
Like
David Koechner or whatever, the dude from The Office, is coming through. Christy Elia is coming through. Like they're playing at the Rialto.
Really big names.
Those are huge names, dude. Huge names.
So I don't know. I would much rather see a comedian, or even when it comes to bands, I would much rather go see them at the Gaslight. As much as I hate the venue, go see them at the Gaslight than I would the Event Center.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Oil City Beer.
Oil City Beer Company.
Much rather than see him at the Event Center. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
For sure. Yeah, I've seen a lot of cool performances at smaller stages.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. 5 out of 5 for me. That's one of my favorites.
If there's a comedian that you guys would like us to get on the page that you would like to see, maybe we can start branching out into like some comedian clips.
And somebody who's not doing arena tours.
Yeah, not like a big gigantic name. A lot of that stuff gets sponsored, and then you end up not being able to cover
I know everybody reacts to what's his name, the. Oh my gosh! Why can't he was just on the news, or not the news? The night show, like a couple weeks ago or a month ago, talking about like, all these fire experts. I think California's doing a great job at managing the water, whatever. Like, anyway, he's been getting kind of roasted over that. But
okay.
Everybody wants us to react to him. I have seen people run into issues with his videos, so we're not gonna do that.
Well, give us your suggestions. We'll cycle through some stuff, filter through some things, see what we can and can't get away with, and then go from there. You know what I mean? But if you want to see something, let us know.
I'm almost tempted to throw some Johnny Capp on this.
Do I know Johnny Capp? I don't know if I know Johnny Capp.
Yeah, we just went to John Caparillo.
Oh. Yeah. I was like, why does it sound familiar? Because he's shortened it up. Yeah. Yep. Dude, that would be hilarious. He's funny. I would be down to get him
and
on
his
the screen.
older stuff is so fucking good.
His delivery was like it was like super seamless, dude. Very good.
A lot like his is.
Yeah.
His has, John Caparillo just has good delivery. It's almost like you're just hanging out with friends and just talking.
Yeah, yep.
Derrick Stroup almost gives off like a Southern preacher vibe. Like he's up there, like almost giving a sermon. Yeah, is what it feels like.
I feel that vibe for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's coming from the Bible Belt. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
but, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. We'll laugh with y'all next time. Yeah. Bow.
Did you say you were going to laugh at them? Don't be mean.
I said laugh with them.
Oh, we're laughing with them, not at them.
Laugh with y'all. With y'all.
We're laughing at Doobie. We're laughing with our crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, got it.
With y'all is one word.
With
y'all next time.
Now spell it.
WITCHAULLL with y'all.